Alpha. I like their draft a little bit better, at least in terms of like being more lane dominant for the side of Alpha, but is it going to be enough? Only time will tell. They're going to run into each other in just a moment here, John. High ground advantage for TSM. The smoke is broken. They run right into them. 3-man decay straight off the bat. Takai is gone. And here comes the absolute bloodbath. Zari has a stun in 3 seconds. I think Blessed Kid should be alright. They will leave him be. But they've already secured first blood for Ari. Why not?
Yeah, you're more than happy just finding a freebie kill. You just get back. There is a nice forward ward that Alpha does manage to drop from that movement. So they've got a little bit of vision to play with early on, maybe help with the rotations down the line here. But they won't get any additional bounty, which does feel, somewhat important once more with the Alcon hand. But not the biggest loss in the world early on, although I'm just going to give him one down. They do hand one over.
Okay. Should be a 3-for-1 trade. In fact, Ari now, being caught out, he's going to die. Well, there you go, Alpha. Able to kind of trade kills here. Still obviously in the favor of TSM, considering they got the first blood on Ari, but nevertheless, a little bit of revenge here against the Venge, and all 3 bounty runes to go their way, so happy start here for Alpha.
Yeah, a little bit curious that Braille doesn't go all the way to just steal or deny the bounty rune down bot in the Riverside, but does give Alpha a little bit more to play with as we are taking a little peek of that mid. The Universal Hero matchup, Mike.
Yeah.
Wind Ranger up against the Void Spirit. I mean, you do have that physical shield on the Resonant Pulse at the same time. Doesn't take too much for Braille to melt through that. I'd expect this to be the same build as Artur, maybe just the bracers. Quite frankly, I don't know if you really need the additional armor this game early on. So I wouldn't mind just a couple of bracers. A wand bracer, I think, is the more straightforward thing for Braille. And once he hits that, I mean, sure, you have that shield on the Void Spirit, but the range of Wind Ranger is just going to make it annoying to trade.
That top lane, like this Venge, Ari getting first blood meant he could just outright buy the bracer. And now he's hitting for almost 70 damage at level 1. It's pretty ridiculous, man. Like, Blessed Kid can't even approach the Vengeful Spirit. And it's all because he's got a bracer and three iron branches.
Yeah. That's just the universal hero typing right now. I'm telling you, if you're playing support, if you can get away with a universal hero pick, it is just it's so atrocious. It's so hard to play into in the lane. Like, it's atrocious for the enemy team. You can just do so much by just stat padding a little bit, trading right clicks, make it hellish for the opposite support. Takai is just trying to cut off, prevent any play onto him, but if Ari can land a right clicks, it is painful, though he's caught out now.
Yeah, Blood Grenade does land as well. They should have the control here for Ari, as Blessed Kid's had enough of this Venge. Ari, one more hit should do it, and he will find it. Takaya, the one to take it on the CM. Does mean they waste pretty much all their mana for this on the CM, but nevertheless, they get rid of that damn Vengeful Spirit.
And that's the kind of laning aggression we want to see coming out here from the side of Alpha. So they get some good punishment off. You are going for a greedier build on Kasane as well, opting for level 2 Devour, rather than maybe looking for more in the Scorched Earth to harass out Blessed Kid. So, yeah, you've got some room to breed for the Alk. I'm still interested to see how much more either side can kind of get out there. The bot lane for Tomato is going swimmingly well. Satoshi is still going back for the sticky napalm build-up and doesn't quite have the stats stacked up yet. So he doesn't have the biggest right click. Again, you don't have a clear answer in trying to melt Tomato here. Maybe down the line, once you have that lasso, you can play with the arrow threat, but just in the lane, it does feel like White Monster's going to be able to do a lot to cut off any aggression down bot.
Blessed Kid. Able to get away here from Ari and Kasane, but only 9 CS for the Alchemist so far compared to Kasane's 14 and 5. Pretty rough laning stage. He's still trying, but they're just abusing this combination of Doom Venge so much. Look at Kasane. He just crit him for like 350 damage. He's got the Alpha Wolf, the Pack Leader's Aura, and the Critical Strike. Just so much damage to Blessed Kid. Meanwhile, Satoshi dies bottom lane. White1 able to secure the kill. And just nothing they can do about it. It's Medusa undying. Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, you don't have a lot of options there. I mean, again, you can kind of try to just harass a little bit. Because you go for the napalms, you don't have the flame break to throw him out of position. Kasane is in danger now.
He's a tanky boy, though. Maybe one more from Takaya. Frostbite will be there. Needs the Crystal Nova. Blessed Kid trying to get in range. Can't get there. And Ari's going to clean up now. That's one. And it should be a second to come as Ari takes both. I mean, this is a Doom with 7 armor. Like, he's not that easy to take out. They try. They're going to try again, but the arrow does not connect from Braxy. So Kasane, he's still fine. He's got the Ring of Health and the Devour regen to rely on as well. In fact, I say regen, it's just bonus armor, but you get my point. He has the Ring of Health. He'll be fine.
Yeah, full Vanguard up, so even more HP regen kicking in here now as well. For our Doom, I mean, Ari's already got the Bracer we've been talking about. So he's just able to hold that lane and start to harass out. It's super hard to trade with him. Just cutting off Braxy as well. Like, Ari has no care in the world.
Yeah, he's gonna die. 3 heroes in. Kasane does move in as well. Does have the Vanguard up, so he's taking no damage from these right clicks. In fact, he's trying to go after Takaya. Who said Vanguard got nerfed? That's my question. Who nerfed Vanguard? Because this item still feels completely busted.
Yeah, I mean, the values are down, but they're certainly still up there. Still a top tier priority pickup for a lot of heroes as they're catching out Steel just a bit. Not going to be able to line up.
They will eventually get Kasane. Still cost them 3 heroes to make that happen, John, but they'll get it done. Steel. Stun's going to land. Level 6 is now up on Steel, so he can Astral Step away. Brow trying to get the mana for the power shot now, but not going to get in time. Meanwhile, Braxy does take the regen rune for himself, so no free bottle refill for Bryle. At the end of the day, unable to commit onto Steel. They do try, but doesn't really work out.
Yeah, they can't quite lock him in. Again, couldn't find the angle there.
Satoshi's being chased by zombies here, John. We'll take out the last one. Meanwhile, top lane, Blessed Kid was getting rather low. He's going to be okay. It seems like Satoshi does end up TPing towards the fountain. This top lane, Kasane again is going to be targeted on the Doom. Takaya around the area with Braxy, but it's a full HP Doom this time around. Like last time around, he had a quarter HP, and they barely killed him. This time with full HP, I don't know if it's going to be that simple.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Doesn't feel like it will be. He has Doom up, so...
Scorched Earth pop, but the arrow does connect. They should be able to find a deny on the Arc if they need to, but he might just barely survive. Sadly for Kasane, Doom going to be completely wasted, as he will be 21 HP away from killing off Blessed Kid. So Blessed Kid going to be able to survive and live for another day. Eats a tango and then goes right back to the fountain. All right.
Yeah, you just got to play it safe. You don't want to drop any more on the Arc than you've already had. So just go back, reset, come back in. Maybe get your supports to start stacking up that jungle for you to help that farm pace kick in. The more curious thing I've been looking at in this game is the build up on Bryle. He is taking a different approach on the Wind Ranger. So he stops at power treads. He doesn't go for any value intermediate stat item and just goes into the Maelstrom, which I think is fair for the mid because you do want some aggression to come out. So even just the early timing into Javelin should boost your DPS significantly enough.
Ari going to go down here in the Venge. Braxy and Takaya doing a pretty good job of just roaming as a duo and getting it done. Though still now going to be targeted. Nice shackle to come out. Oh, Braxy set it up perfectly for him. So Takaya is going to drop as well. Bryle looking for another. Still has a double damage rune, but can't get in range of Braxy. Very unfortunate for our Void Spirit, to say the least.
Yeah, just sometimes you line up on that ramp on those compressed areas, and when you get punished, big kill to come out from Bryle. Stat padding now in play with some of those crowns in place for the build up.
Still, very aggressive jump in. He has no step charges.
Aha.
Oh. I'm not sure if he forgot. He used one earlier before he died. It has not come back yet, as now they found Takaya on the CM. They'll just dive him. They've got Wyman to slow him up. Bryle to secure the kill with the power shot. That'll be a triple kill for the Wind Ranger. Oh boy. It's the thing with level 1 Astral Step. The recharge time is 28 seconds. So you respawn before it recharges. You jump in thinking you have 2 of those bad boys. And then you realize you only have 1.
Yeah, you tried for a bit of a play on the defense. You lose out even more to Bryle. He's been fed a lot on this Wind Ranger. And it's not just that, right? Like, you're trying to get aggressive where TSM's getting aggressive instead of trying to punish TSM for leaving certain heroes alone. Like, Timato's been left alone for a long time down bot. He's just free farming at this rate. Smoke out early on from Alpha, but Blessed Kid can't really do much in this smoke. It's interesting he's joining in this early on.
Oh, Arcane Rune. They're going to spot them picking it up unless they want to use it as bait, but no, instead they'll make the jump in on the Void Spirit. Can they lock him down? They can. Doom is there. No deny to come out from anybody. So they'll try to just rush Bryle to the Wind Ranger, but he'll get the Wind Run off. Oh, Bryle gets the Wind Run off. He's all right. 4 is down for Alpha. That is so rough, man. They couldn't even get the Wind Ranger.
I mean, they forced that smoke out. I'm not sure why they drag Blessed Kid along for this jump. Maybe they were trying to hunt out stacks.
Swap from Ari. Nice little shackle from Bryle. That's going to be Satoshi now down, and he was the 5th piece of the puzzle. Basically becoming a full team wipe as Alpha. They are respawning now, rushing right back to the mid lane, but they're not going to find really anything for their trouble as Bryle has backed off. Smoked up immediately, back towards the top lane they go.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah. See, Blessed Kid, he's still up there. He's still level 6 on the Alk. He's behind in terms of EXP severely.
It's pretty tough. Pretty tough. Pops the Chemical Rage, doesn't really matter. TSM, I mean, they just know all the spots, right? Like, you know the Alchemist is going to be farming around that area, even without vision. You'll find him eventually, and that they do. No problems. It's bottom lane. Jump in on Ari. He will die again on the Vengeful Spirit. That's his 5th death of the game, but in comes the Cavalry. TSM looking for a nice opportunity as the Rod of Atos is going to fly out onto Steel, but they want the other supports first. Braxy still being chased here. Bryle going to land a very nice shackle. That's going to be Whitemon now taking a double kill on the Undying. It's nice, like, you pick off Ari, but you just can't disengage in time.
No, man, I'm pretty sure you were gunning for a bigger kill on Tomato instead. The TP out from Ari actually buys space for Dedusa to not be the primary target just yet. And 17-6, I mean, again, Alpha is seeing a few more opportunities to play back and forth. It just doesn't feel like it's enough. You just need so much more space. You are so behind in every core. 3K behind in each core in comparison to TSM. A good 9K of that lead is just on the core difference.
Still going to be left alone. Takaya was there to help just in case, and Bryle didn't seem to be confident he could do enough damage with the focus fire. But now they know Takaya's around, so Ari's going to jump in. Swap is there, shackle out. You might lose Ari, but you're going to lose Takaya as well. As Ari, he will remain protected because Bryle is just continuing to go. Run of Atos again, onto the Mirana. Braxy at least can leap away. I do appreciate the build-up as well from Bryle choosing to go for the Atos over the Maelstrom first. Because in a game where you're stomping, it just makes sense. Like, especially against these heroes like Void Spirit and Mirana, who want to just jump away every time. So that route just pays off so much more.
Just a lot more control coming out. The stats also feel amazing on the Wind Ranger. Again, universal type. You always enjoy every single stat build-up you can get. So yeah, like 148 damage. Yeah, seems fair.
That is actually insane. Like, these items like Rod of Atos become so much more valuable. Universal heroes, man, they're crazy. It's TSM. Here we go again. They know Blesskid is there. They have the vision. Blesskid gonna try and find a way out. Zombie's gonna hand over the vision here to TSM. And that's Blesskid just gone.
Melts.
Nothing he can do about it, as his team's laughing at him now.
It's I mean, it is what it is. You know, you just melt. You go back into the Alchemist early on, and it's just not paying off. You pick the Alch into the Doom lane, and it's not the most unplayable. It's also not the easiest time. Maybe this is where the game opens up a little bit. You've got the Octarine up on Satoshi, so you've got more uptime on trying to get the lassos, more uptime on the Firefly. He doesn't have anything like a Blinker Travel, so it's a little bit harder for the Bat Rider to just walk up and find these lasso opportunities. And again, like all these things happen on the map. You've left Tomato alone. He's got the Manta up, along with the Dragonlance and the Dusa. His stats are starting to rack up.
Oh, Steel. Aether Remnant's not going to land. A very nice shackle from Bryle. As Steel's going to try and step away, but he only had one charge left, so they could look to chase him down. Nice arrow, at least going to land onto Bryle, making the chase a little bit more challenging as they do get the Void Spirit away.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's so hard for Steel. Like, he's level 9 on the Void Spirit. Compared to Bryle's level 11 right now. Like, your mid Void Spirit is the same level as the Pos 4 Vengeful Spirit who's died 5 times. The same level as the Pos 5 Undying.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I mean, Steel is at least the second highest level there as well. Blesskid is behind the supports. Takai, I mean, I don't even want to talk about the other supports. Takai is also level 8 at least. Braxy is still 6 at 15 minutes in.
He just can't catch a break, this guy. Shackle's gonna land, he is just dead. Whitemon will take the kill. It's too much. It really is just too much.
It's way too much. You just can't deal with it. Roshan's open now as well. Pop the spell block and then go into the focus fire if you feel like you need it. There you go. Not gonna take too long for Roche to fall. Mato shows up with his team, working towards that Scotty up now. If you're Alpha, and just use the space for Blesskid. Just try to get into the Radiance, hope for the best. Maybe get that Blinker Travels up on Satoshi afterwards, and try to play with a blink, because it feels like nothing else is really lining up. I mean, we've seen Steel try to take some activity, but it's just fallen short, just a tad bit on that Void Spirit. The Echo Saber is still not done either. 16 minutes in, really late timing. But again, Steel just had a rough time. This lane just didn't go all too well up against that Wind Ranger from Bryle, and they're losing a lot of map control very early on.
Yeah, Kasane, they popped the lasso. Kasane's just so tanky. The Octarine core build up, he's fine. Meanwhile, mid lane, Steel is dropping once again. Stone Gaze pop, trying to slow him down. Steel just walking the old-fashioned way. Still with the step he could not get out. Now Takaya. Gleipnir is out from Bryle. He is just going down. Radiance at least is up for the Alchemist now, so 17.5 minutes. So good news there, John. Not the greatest news, but, you know, it's something.
Yeah, I mean, this is where your farm can
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
kind of recover. You're going to need to recover a lot on this Alch, for sure. But he's got space out now. You know, Blesskid isn't dying.
Oh, John, don't say that. Oh, perfect timing, John. Perfect timing.
Is under attack.
He wasn't dying
Same
until he
spot.
died.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
It's always the hot tub he gets caught in.
Dire's
It is a hot tub.
is under
You know,
attack.
spicy things happen in that hot tub there.
It does. It's
Probably
caught
not
with his
what you'd
pants down
actually
in the
do in
hot
a
tub.
hot tub. True. There you go, Mike. There you go. It reminds me of the horror movie. Which one was it? Valentine? Where someone does get caught out in a hot tub.
Oh,
So there you
spoiler.
go.
Dire's top tower.
I haven't watched it, Jonathan. Probably won't watch it because I hate horror
don't-
movies.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good movie. It was just a lot of gore for my young mind. It's left a deep scar in my psyche, Mike. So
Okay.
I lean into it sometimes when I see the hot tub. I'm like, yeah,
Okay.
that's the movie.
Satoshi? This might be a bit of a horror movie hit for him, John. They'll pop the flesh golem. Swap is up. Ari looking for the range, can't find it. It's halfway through the animation.
Dire's
Could have maybe popped the drums to get there quicker, but probably wouldn't have mattered, to be fair.
tower has fallen.
Yeah, like, I know you miss out on the kill. I don't think you mind too much. I mean, you're just kind of trying to, I guess, look for the pick off into high ground at this
Satoshi.
point.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Look at that.
It's just so tough. It's so tough. It's just so much damage. You know the best part is, is you've got the Venge aura, but you've also got Kasane with the Alpha Wolf aura, the pack leaders aura, I mean. So like, when they're all together, the damage output is absolutely insane, as Kasane has been caught out. Here comes Brawl, just jumping in by himself, with the Aegis up at the very least. So they will find Braxy immediately. Onto Still they go, who has no step charges. Dissimulate. Try to get out. Not going to be enough. Brawl's found it. Brawl is now 13-0-7 on the Wind Ranger as bottom lane. Oh, they're trying to do something to Tomato. Tomato could literally care less. Here we go, another hero. Is it going to matter? I don't think it will, John. Satoshi could drag him into the tier 2 tower, I guess, with the lasso. Tomato seems more than happy to fight back, and now Satoshi's on the run. Another hero. Braxy's here now. Can we get the 5th hero in onto the Medusa?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Here, please don't try to clear the tormentor. Okay, I thought they were just gonna try to do something weird.
Dire
You can't blame them, right? Because they know it's about to get stolen, but it's not really worth it. Like, the shard isn't worth your whole team dying.
Certainly not, Mike. And the side of, I mean, TSM can just take this tier 2 very quickly once the back tour is taken off. And just go for
Brawl?
that tormentor hole.
Well, Brawl's gone a bit too far this time around. He'll lose the Aegis. Alpha immediately backing out right after the Aegis was taken. They'll be happy with that.
has fallen.
I say that. Blessed Kid is still around, but Brawl does not have an angle for the shackle. Didn't go for the Gleipnir usage either.
Yeah, I'm wondering what Brawl goes for next. He's leaving his item build kind of open. Could just, again, stat stack. He is going for the Ag, so that physical damage reduction is pretty huge, 50%. It allows him to dive even further. And again, it's some good stats to have on hand for the Wind Ranger. They get White Mont's shard up, so now you can get aboard the Tombstone, get inside that station, and just kind of stall for time. Would have been, you know, I honestly feel like the shard would be a lot better if it was, again, very close to how it was in Ag's Labyrinth, where ranged heroes can attack inside of it. Maybe it's a bit too strong, but
Dire's bottom tower
sounds fun.
is under attack.
Takaya. Almost melting. In fact, I think he's just dead. Yeah, he is. The Mana Snake was there. On to the Marana. Braxy's going to try to run, but the Eye of Skadi slows down, and in fact, they'll go after the Bat Rider instead. He's going to be okay with the pig stick to get out.
Dire's top tower is
The
under
TSM. Still in complete control of this game number 2. Tier 2 top tower to be taken out. And they could choose to go high ground if they really want to, but Tomato's a bit low on mana. They'll just secure the safe route.
Yeah, just get a bit of a reset. He is working towards his Daedalus now as well for even more damage. Has the Crystallis up. So there's a lot of output. Not that they've been lacking output here anywhere. Just going to be lining up for the next Tormentor here as well. Tomato and Whitemon.
You know, that's going to be
And
a
just-
Tormentor gone.
Shard for Ari, ideally, comes out here. And it goes to Brawl instead, which is still good, but bouncing magic missiles feels a little bit more consistent here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you've got the Gale Force now. Still pretty good. Like, still very annoying to have to play
Middle tower is
against.
under attack.
Here we go.
It is.
Satoshi might have to experience it now. As the Gleipnir comes out, the Gale Force comes in. Satoshi at least has the invis, and Lasso is committed, but there's no help around it. Brawl just wind runs out. Takai is going to run in now with the Frostbite, holding him down longer, but there's your Shackle out from Brawl. The damage output's kind of insane, but still the Moonlight Shadow doing a lot of work as Takai goes into the freezing field, but the swap is there from Ari. And Zakaya eventually is just going to fall as now the Gleipnir going to find Satoshi. That'll be a secondary kill onto the Batrider. I mean, Alpha trying to just take somebody out, but it's just not happening. Onto the tier 3 towers, Tomato goes.
There's nothing to be scared of. Lasso down for a little bit longer. Batrider out of the picture anyway. Not too much for your team fight here. It's going to be a straightforward process onto the high grounds.
Are fortified.
Blessed Kid just not farmed enough to have impact. And he has the BKB Radiance, but again, that just doesn't... It's certainly not enough.
Kasane, immediate zoom out, killing off Blessed Kid on the Arc. With the Alchemist gone as the swap is there, GG is called anyway. Takaya gets caught. I mean, it felt like a GG call could have been made 10 minutes ago if they really wanted to, honestly. They will try to play that a little bit longer.
Under attack.
Well, eventually there's the disconnection from Blessed Kid. He's not happy. I can't blame him, John. It's been a very hard 2 games. There's another disconnect. Guys, just
Okay.
let the game end first. Come on.
Yeah. Just let that timer tick down. Takaya and Satoshi do stick in to ensure it does happen.
Yeah.
Satoshi's already AFK. Another freebie comes out there for a while. And the GG has to be triggered again. Someone probably
Oh,
canceled my mistake.
Whoopsie daisies.
It is what it is. TSM, a very dominating performance here in game number 2 and in the series overall, which is...